Most seniors don't realize that your legs hold a secret clock. By the end of the day, your veins are fighting gravity, and every minute you spend sitting or standing still is quietly wearing them down. But here's the fascinating part. Japanese research shows that one simple ritual, done right before bed, can actually restore circulation and keep your veins healthier overnight. I'm Dr. Howard Tucker, and after decades of helping older adults stay independent, I can tell you this one's worth listening to. And today, I'm joined by a man who knows more about longevity than anyone alive. He's a physician who treated patients for over a century in Japan, a teacher, and a living example of what healthy aging looks like. Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, welcome back to the Senior Health Podcast.
Thank you, Dr. Tucker. It's always a joy to share simple truths that make aging easier. And tonight's topic is one of my favorites, because when seniors hear "rub this on your legs," they expect some gimmick. But what we're really talking about is a practice rooted in circulation science, one that can help veins heal while the body sleeps.
And that's exactly why I wanted this conversation. Seniors everywhere are told leg pain, swelling, or those rope-like veins are just old age. But the truth is, these are signals, warnings that the veins are under stress. And you're saying a simple nightly ritual can actually change that?
Yes, exactly. The body never stops trying to repair itself, even at 70, 80, or 90. What we need to do is give it the right support. Tonight, I'll explain why rubbing a certain blend of natural oils into the legs before bed improves circulation, calms inflammation, and even helps veins push blood back toward the heart.
So let's get straight into it. Seniors listening right now want to know, what exactly should they be rubbing on their legs before bed?
The most effective combination I recommend is a simple blend of natural oils: rosemary oil, horse chestnut extract, and a carrier oil like olive or coconut oil. When rubbed gently into the calves and lower legs before bed, this mix supports circulation, reduces inflammation, and strengthens vein walls.
Rosemary oil I've heard of. It's common in cooking, but how does it suddenly become medicine for veins?
That's the beauty of it. Rosemary contains compounds like rosmarinic acid that stimulate circulation. When massaged into the skin, it warms the tissue, encourages blood flow upward, and signals the veins to keep working. A study published in Phytotherapy Research showed that topical rosemary can increase local circulation and reduce swelling in tired legs.
Interesting. So it's not just an old folk remedy. There's actual science behind it.
Exactly. And when you pair rosemary with horse chestnut extract, the effect is even stronger. Horse chestnut has a compound called askin. This compound is proven in clinical studies to reduce leg swelling, strengthen the walls of veins, and decrease the leakage of fluid that creates that heavy, achy feeling in the legs. In fact, European medical guidelines still recommend horse chestnut extract as a first-line support for chronic venous insufficiency.
So what you are saying is, this blend doesn't just feel soothing, it's actually targeting the cause of those bulging or painful veins?
Correct. Seniors often think varicose veins or night cramps are simply age, but what's really happening is the valves in the veins weaken, and gravity pulls blood downward. The oils work two ways. They reduce inflammation in the vessels, and the massage itself acts as a mini pump, helping push blood back toward the heart.
That makes sense. I imagine the timing matters too. Why, right before bed?
At night, the legs are finely elevated when you lie down. This is the perfect time to support the veins because gravity isn't working against you. By massaging the oils in just before sleep, you take advantage of the body's natural repair cycle. Blood flow improves, swelling reduces, and the veins get hours of rest in a supported state.
So the body isn't fighting all day, it's actually healing through the night.
Precisely. Think of it like setting the stage for recovery. If you give the veins support right before 8 hours of rest, they can repair and strengthen more effectively. That's why many seniors report waking up with lighter legs, less swelling around the ankles, and even fewer nighttime cramps.
That sounds incredible, and I like that it's simple. No expensive pills, no complicated devices, just a natural blend and a few minutes of care.
And those few minutes are more powerful than people think. Touch itself improves circulation and calms the nervous system. Combine that with the anti-inflammatory and vein-strengthening properties of rosemary and horse chestnut, and you have a ritual that works with the body, not against it.
Let me ask you this. Some listeners may wonder, can't I just take horse chestnut or rosemary as a supplement? Why bother with the massage?
Good question. Supplements can help, but topical use has unique benefits. When you rub the oils directly on the skin, the active compounds reach the tissue more quickly, right where the problem is. Plus, the massage stimulates the calf muscles, which are often called the second heart, because they help push blood upward. So, you're not only feeding the veins with nutrients, you're activating them mechanically.
That's a powerful combination. Science plus touch.
Yes, and it's safe for most seniors. Of course, if someone has open wounds or severe skin conditions, they should check with their doctor. But for the vast majority, this is a gentle, effective nightly habit that restores confidence in their legs.
I love it. Tonight, thousands of listeners will be trying this simple ritual. Oils, massage, bedtime. And tomorrow morning, they might just feel the difference.
That's the hope. Small steps done consistently can transform the way we age.
Now, let's zoom out a little. We've talked about what to rub on the legs and why it helps veins directly, but I know our listeners are wondering, does this really affect the whole body, not just the legs?
Absolutely. Circulation in the legs is not an isolated issue. When blood pools in the lower limbs, the entire system feels the strain. The brain receives less oxygen. The heart works harder, and even digestion slows down. That's why seniors with poor leg circulation often describe brain fog, fatigue, or low mood along with heavy legs.
So it's not just a comfort problem, it's a whole body problem.
Exactly. Let me give you an example. A large study published in the Journal of Geriatric Cardiology found that seniors with chronic venous insufficiency, poor blood return from the legs, were twice as likely to experience cognitive decline over a 5-year period. Why? Because when blood flow is sluggish in the legs, it signals overall circulation problems. The brain, which demands about 20% of all oxygen in the body, suffers quickly.
That's powerful. People rarely connect swollen ankles with memory lapses.
And yet they're linked. Improving circulation in the legs helps the brain stay sharper. Seniors who restore healthy blood flow often report not just lighter legs, but clearer thinking and better focus.
And I imagine the heart benefits too.
Yes. The heart depends on the calf muscles and veins to return blood upward. When that second heart in the legs weakens, the real heart must pump harder to compensate. Over time, this creates unnecessary strain. By supporting the veins and improving circulation at night, You actually ease the workload on the heart during the day.
That's fascinating. A simple leg ritual ends up protecting the brain and the heart.
Correct. And let's not forget energy. Many seniors say, "I'm just tired because I'm older." But often, that fatigue is circulation-related. When blood doesn't move efficiently, oxygen delivery drops. Muscles feel weaker. The brain feels slower. The whole body runs at half speed. Restore circulation, and suddenly, energy returns.
I've seen that too in my own practice. Patients who thought their walking days were behind them suddenly had more stamina after fixing their circulation.
Exactly. In fact, a clinical trial from Germany showed that seniors using horse chestnut extract, just as we discussed earlier, reported significant improvements in walking distance and reduced leg fatigue within weeks. And when paired with nightly massage, the benefits multiply.
So we're looking at a ripple effect. Healthy legs, stronger heart, sharper brain, more daily energy.
That's right. And there's also a hidden benefit many people don't think about: sleep.
Sleep? How do veins affect sleep?
Poor circulation often causes restless legs, cramping, or throbbing pain at night. These disturbances prevent deep sleep. But when you support the veins before bed, you reduce those nighttime signals. Seniors often tell me they not only sleep longer, but they wake up feeling more refreshed.
That's life-changing. Better circulation, better sleep, better energy. It's like unlocking 3 doors with 1 key.
Well put. And what's remarkable is that it doesn't take months to notice. For many seniors, even a week or 2 of nightly care brings visible improvements: lighter steps in the morning, less swelling by evening, clearer thoughts during the day.
I love that. It makes the habit easier to stick with when you feel results quickly.
Yes, motivation grows when the body responds. And remember, this is not a miracle cure. It's biology. Support the veins, improve the flow, and the body rewards you with better function across systems.
Beautiful. Now, I'd like us to go a bit deeper. For the seniors listening, what are the early warning signs their circulation is failing? And how can they catch the problem before it becomes dangerous?
That's a crucial question. Let's walk through the subtle signals that most people dismiss, but should never ignore.
So, let's get practical. What are the early signs seniors should watch for? The ones that seem harmless but actually point to circulation problems?
The first one is heaviness in the legs, especially at night. Many people think it's just tired muscles, but it's actually a sign that blood is pooling in the veins. If your legs feel like they're made of lead, that's circulation struggling.
I've had patients say their shoes feel tighter in the evening than in the morning. Is that related?
Very much so. That's swelling or edema. When the veins can't push blood and fluid back up, it collects around the ankles and feet. Shoes that fit fine at breakfast suddenly pinch by dinner.
And I imagine cramps play a role too?
Yes. Night cramps or restless legs are often circulation signals. People think they're low in magnesium, which can be true, but poor blood flow is just as common a cause. When veins don't clear waste properly, muscles spasm.
What about skin changes? I've noticed some patients with shiny or discolored skin on their legs.
Exactly. The skin is like a window into circulation. If you see reddish or bluish patches, or skin that feels thinner and more fragile, that means blood isn't moving well beneath the surface. Over time, this can lead to sores that heal slowly.
That's dangerous, especially for seniors with diabetes.
Very. Slow healing wounds are a red flag because they can lead to infections. And yet, Many seniors dismiss them as just age spots or dry skin.
So the key takeaway is that symptoms in the legs are never just local. They're messages from the whole system.
Correct. Tingling, numbness, swelling, discoloration, cramps, all of these are early alarms. The tragedy is that people often ignore them until they're severe. But if you catch them early, a simple nightly ritual with oils and massage can reverse much of the damage.
That's encouraging. It means seniors don't have to wait for big problems. They can act the moment they see these subtle signs.
Exactly. Early action means faster recovery, stronger veins, and more independence.
Now that we know the signs, let's give our listeners something practical. How exactly should seniors do this nightly ritual? What's the right way to apply these oils?
The beauty is that it's simple. Start with clean legs. Just a quick rinse or warm washcloth is enough. Then place a small amount of the oil blend in your palms and warm it between your hands. Warmth helps the oils absorb better.
And then comes the massage, right?
Yes. Begin at the ankles and work upward toward the knees. Always move upward because that's the direction the veins must carry blood. Back to the heart. Use gentle but firm strokes, almost like you're guiding the blood upward.
So not just rubbing randomly, but with purpose.
Exactly. Think of it as helping the veins do their job. Each upward stroke is like giving them a boost. For those who can, small circular motions around the calves also help activate the second heart, those calf muscles that push blood upward.
How long should this take? Seniors might wonder if they need half an hour.
Not at all. 5 minutes per leg is enough. What matters most is consistency, doing it every night. Over time, those minutes add up to hours of better circulation and healing.
Should they elevate their legs afterward, or just go straight to sleep?
Elevation is excellent. If possible, rest with a pillow under the calves for the first 10 to 15 minutes. This takes pressure off the veins and allows the oils to absorb while blood drains naturally back toward the heart. Then go to sleep in your usual position.
That sounds easy, and I like that it can become part of a bedtime routine, almost like brushing your teeth.
Exactly. Rituals stick when they're simple. Seniors who combine this with deep breathing or relaxation find it also calms the mind, making sleep easier.
So, to recap, clean legs, warm the oils, massage upward from ankle to knee for 5 minutes per leg, elevate briefly, and then let the body heal overnight.
Perfect summary. Small actions done with purpose can deliver big results.
We've covered the how-to, but let's talk about results. If a senior starts this ritual tonight, when can they realistically expect to feel a difference?
For many, changes come surprisingly fast. Within the first week, some notice their legs feel lighter in the morning. That heavy, dragging sensation that used to make walking difficult is reduced. Swelling around the ankles often improves within days.
That quick? I think many people expect it to take months.
Yes, and that's the encouraging part. Circulation responds quickly once it's supported. Remember, blood flow is immediate. It's not like rebuilding bone or muscle, which takes time. The moment veins are helped, the body delivers more oxygen and nutrients to the tissues. The effect can be felt almost overnight.
That must be motivating. You see progress, so you keep going.
Exactly. One of my patients once told me, "For the first time in years, I woke up and my shoes fit in the morning without a struggle." That's a small thing, but it's powerful. Seniors gain confidence when they see their body still capable of change.
And beyond swelling and heaviness, what about cramps or restless legs.
Those often ease as well. The improved circulation clears out waste products like lactic acid that irritate the muscles. Seniors report fewer nighttime spasms, which means deeper, more restorative sleep. Better sleep then creates a cycle. More energy in the day, less strain on the heart, calmer mood.
So one ritual at night creates benefits that carry into the next day.
Precisely. Another short-term change is warmth. Cold feet or toes are a classic sign of poor circulation. Within a week or two, many seniors say their feet feel warmer, even in bed. That's a sign of improved blood flow.
I imagine that alone brings comfort, especially in colder climates.
Yes, warmth, lighter steps, calmer nights. These are the early wins. They show the body is responding. And once seniors feel these changes, they rarely want to stop the ritual.
That's inspiring. Quick results build trust, and trust builds consistency.
Exactly, and consistency is what transforms short-term relief into long-term resilience.
Short-term results sound amazing, but what about the long game? If a senior keeps this up for months or even years, what benefits can they expect?
The long-term payoff is even more powerful. Consistency strengthens the veins themselves. The walls of the vessels become less fragile, meaning fewer bulging varicose veins and less risk of rupture or leakage.
So it's actually rebuilding the foundation, not just soothing symptoms.
Exactly. Over time, regular massage with rosemary and horse chestnut oils improves venous tone. Clinical trials in Europe showed seniors who used horse chestnut extract consistently had measurable improvements in vein elasticity and circulation markers. That means less pooling, less swelling, and stronger legs for daily life.
And what about the scary stuff? Clots? Seniors always worry about deep vein thrombosis.
That's an important point. While no home remedy replaces medical care, good circulation is the best natural defense against clotting. When blood moves freely, it's less likely to stagnate and form dangerous clots. Gentle massage, especially before hours of rest, lowers that risk by keeping the venous pump active.
That could literally save lives.
Yes, and beyond clots, think about independence. Many seniors fear losing mobility more than anything else. By protecting vein health, they walk farther, climb stairs more easily, and recover faster after sitting. That translates into real-world independence, shopping, traveling, even enjoying social life without fear of swollen, painful legs.
So the payoff isn't just physical, it's emotional.
Very much so. Studies in the Journal of Aging and Health show that seniors with healthy circulation report higher confidence, less anxiety about falls, and a stronger sense of control over their lives. Something as simple as a nightly ritual can ripple outward into mental well-being.
That's incredible. And I imagine the heart and brain continue benefiting too.
Correct. Long-term circulation support reduces the strain on the heart and ensures steady oxygen delivery to the brain. That helps preserve memory and reduces fatigue. We're not just talking about prettier legs. We're talking about extending quality years of life.
And it only takes 10 minutes a night. That's the part that amazes me.
Yes, a tiny investment of time for a massive return in health and independence.
We've covered the science, the short-term wins, and the long-term rewards. Now the big question, how do seniors actually make this ritual stick for life?
The key is routine. Just like brushing teeth, it has to become automatic. The simplest way is to tie it to something you already do every night. Washing your face, taking medication, or turning down the bed. Link the massage to that cue, and it becomes effortless.
So it's about habit stacking. You don't create new time, you attach it to time that already exists.
Exactly. Another trick is preparation. Keep a small bottle of the oil blend right by the bed. When you see it, you're reminded. If the oils are tucked away in a cabinet, you'll forget. Visibility breeds consistency.
I like that. And what about seniors who feel too tired at night to start something new?
Then, keep it simple. Even 2 minutes is better than nothing. Start small. Feel the benefit, and the motivation will grow naturally. The body rewards consistency, not perfection.
And I imagine it helps if they notice it's relaxing, not just medicinal.
Very true. Seniors who treat this ritual as a form of self-care, like a gentle gift to themselves, stick with it longer. Many combine it with calming music or deep breathing, turning it into a nightly wind-down ritual.
That sounds less like a chore and more like a treat.
And that's the point. When you enjoy it, you keep it. And when you keep it, the benefits build. Lighter mornings, calmer nights, stronger years.
Beautifully said. Now, before we wrap, let me ask you one last thing. For the senior listening who's skeptical, who thinks it's too simple to matter, what would you say?
I would say this: healing doesn't always come from something new or complicated. Sometimes it comes from consistency, touch, and giving the body what it has been quietly asking for. The question is, are you willing to listen tonight?
That's a powerful place to leave it. And maybe, just maybe, the real secret to healthier veins isn't hidden in medicine at all, but in what you choose to do before your head hits the pillow.